Welcome back again, students. Now we'll be discussing perfect continuous tenses. As you can see, the term itself includes two words here, perfect and continuous. This is also a kind of tense, and this also is a kind of tense which we have already studied. Perfect tense and continuous tense. It means we can summarize here that this tense will be having the value of the characteristic of both these tenses, perfect plus continuous. Perfect continuous is made of the combination of these two tenses, perfect tense and continuous tense. It means something from perfect tense and something from continuous tense will be there in this tense as well. Now we are going to see the uses. This tense is used to show the action which is started in the past and it's still continuing. Okay, the action started in past, this is past, and the work started here and is continued in present. Okay, the work started in past and continued in present, and in present when will this work be completed, that is not known to the speaker or the writer. Now we have sentence structure. As we can see that first of all we have subject as usual in all the tenses, all the sentences. First of all we have subject generally, then we have helping verb. So helping verb here in present tense is has, have, and one thing is added here, that is been. Okay, has, have plus been. Now again, when the subject is singular, then has will be added. When the subject is plural, then have will be added. You can be reminded here of this s and s. Okay, when the subject is singular, then has. When the subject is plural, then have will be added, followed by been plus verbs base form plus ing. You are told already this that ing is added always to the verb's base form. Then object plus full stop. Example given here is she has been writing a letter. If it is plural, they have been writing a letter. Now we come to negative sentences. We see here again subject first of all, has, have, not been. Not will be added after has, have and before been, and rest of the sentence structure will remain same as assertive sentence. Only one difference is there, that is of not, and that not is added after has, have and before been. Now comes interrogative sentence. First of all helping verb. If the question starts with helping verb, then first of all helping verb, then subject, then comes been, verbs base form ing, object plus question mark. Example is given, has she been writing a letter? And if we have a question word, then how has she been writing a letter? When has she been writing a letter? Interrogative sentences, again similarly, interrogative negative sentences, everything is same, only not here is different. That not is added after the subject before the verb form. The verb form for this tense is all. This all is verb form. So before this not is added. Example here is, has she not been writing a letter? Or where has she not been writing a letter? Now comes the past perfect continuous tense. It is used to denote an action that began at a certain point in the past and continued up to some time in the past itself. The work started in past, okay, at a certain point of time, and it continued for some times in the past itself and was finished there itself. Started in past and finished in past itself. Now comes the sentence structure. Now, present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous, everything is same. Sentence structure, everything is same. Here as you can see, one difference is there, that is of had. Not of been also, only that of had. Okay, there we had has, have, here we have had. Here either the subject is singular or plural, had will be added with both of them. Okay, and this is the same as we used in present perfect continuous tense. She had been writing a letter. If you do comparative study of both these tenses like present and past, then it becomes easier to understand. Negative sentences, had is different, rest of the things same as we learnt in present perfect continuous. Not been plus verbs base form ing plus object followed by question mark. She had not been writing a letter. Then comes interrogative sentence. Then here also there is not much difference, only the difference of this had. In present perfect continuous we had has or have. Here we have only one option, that is had. Either the subject is singular or plural, we'll be using had. And if you have a question word, it will be before this. Had she been writing a letter? Where had she been writing a letter? Then comes interrogative sentences. Only one thing is added here, that is not. Not is added after the subject and before been. Okay. Example here given is, had she not been writing a letter? Where had she not been writing a letter? Why had she not been writing a letter? Now we have the last one of the series, that is future perfect continuous tense. Its use. First of all, it is used to talk about the actions that will commence at a fixed time in future and will continue for some time in future. Okay, the work will begin in future and will be continued for some time in future itself, and it will be continued. When will this be finished? Not sure. Sentence structure here is given. For future, helping verb as it is will or shall as it was used in all the future tenses. Then have been. Been was there in the previous two tenses, but have was not there, and have is added in future perfect continuous tense. Positive or affirmative sentences, as we can see, subject first of all, then helping verb will or shall, then have been plus ing will be added to base form, object followed by full stop. She will have been writing a letter. They will have been writing a letter. Negative sentence, everything same, only not is added, that also after will or shall. Okay, subject plus will or shall plus not plus have been plus verbs first form ing and object followed by full stop. Example given here is, she will not have been writing a letter. Then comes interrogative sentence. If the question is started with helping verb, then it will be, first of all we'll have helping verb, then subject, then have been, verbs first form ing plus object followed by question mark. And if you have a question word, then question word will be put at the beginning. Will she have been writing a letter? Where will she have been writing a letter? This will be the question, these will be the example sentences. Then we have interrogative negative sentences like questions having negation as well. We have will or shall first of all, then subject, then not plus have been, verbs base form ing, object. Similarly, as we have question word here, okay, that will come here before helping verb. Example is given, will she not have been writing a letter? Or why will she not have been writing a letter? That's all